Hey YouTube, today I want to talk about how to get a job as an international student. And I'm going to give you 5 tips because that's what I know and I have a job. So yeah, let me just give you a little background about me. I am currently on H-1B visa. I work in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I just want to let you know that I was successful in getting a job after college as an international student. And yeah, I guess you can call me lucky, but also I put in the time and the work to get there. So what I want to give you is my process on how I did it, and then some extra tips that I know that I should have done before and I was thinking of doing. So let's get started. So first tip is definitely go to career services to get your resume cleaned up and looking professional. You have to go and find that person who you can work with and who is willing to help you with this kind of stuff. Usually career services people are always willing to help. They're pretty good at it. They know what they're doing. They've done this for a long time, and I really respect them for helping me get my resume up to speed and all the way up to like professional standard. Yeah, definitely use bullet points. Like they say, use bullet points, use those action words to put stuff on your resume. Developed an application to help 100 students schedule appointments with their tutors. That would be one example of a bullet point. Definitely have your education at the top if you just graduated, and then your work experience, so like internship and research, and then your side projects on the bottom. Definitely always have something on the side because they really like that you are taking initiative out of the school time. So they know that even once you go home, I guess, or when you're at work and we have downtime, then you're going to not just waste time and just sit there, and you'll go forward and try to research more things to improve your skills. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, apply to every job that you see that is related to what you want to do. And make sure that you know exactly what you want to do. Not exactly, but pretty much on the lines of what you want to do. Limit it down to 3 things that you really know how to do well and what you learned in school and how that can apply to your job. Definitely apply to every single job you see. I applied to 200 plus jobs and I finally got 1 job. So, but I got 6 interviews out of 200 plus job applications. Yeah, at that time I wasn't doing anything, so I was trying to make vlogs, and whenever I wasn't doing vlogs or wasn't sleeping, I would be applying to jobs, or if I wasn't cooking or something, I would be applying to jobs, and that was my whole day. Don't worry about the qualifications or the experience or any of that stuff. Just apply. If it relates to what you want to do and what you think you're good at and you can do the job, just apply to that job. You can do it, and don't stop. Even if you get rejected, don't feel bad, because all you did was it didn't waste anything. You didn't lose anything. All you did was you spent 5 minutes and you applied to the job. You changed a few things on your resume and you changed a few things on your cover letter, and then you sent it in. That's all you did. So you didn't lose anything, and it's just gonna go through their computer, and then if it actually goes through the system, then it'll reach a recruiter's desk, and then you might get a call back and you might not. Just apply. So just apply everywhere. Tip number 3 is look up the recruiter or the hiring manager on LinkedIn and then send them a message. These days LinkedIn is giving 1 month free premium. So you can do that, and then you can send an email to all of the recruiter people and just tell them hi, I saw that you are hiring for a certain position, for whatever position that you want, and I was wondering if you would have some time to talk about the position and how I fit into this role, and also how you can give them value with your skills. You can put that in a nice sentence. Just tell them hey, I'm looking for a job. I was wondering if I could talk with you on the phone and show you my skills and see how we can work together and how I can give value to your company. That's it. That's all you need to do. And most recruiters will reply saying, hi, yeah, that would be great. I'm free at this time. Definitely. Oh, and then be firm about when you are free. Don't just say, I'm free anytime. Always give them a certain time and a day. So like from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. If you are free from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and you have like 1 hour blocks in between, just say like, I'm free from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Thursday. Give them like certain times and give them multiple options so that they can also adjust their schedule, and then they can fit that time slot into their schedule. And then if it works for you and if it works for them, you got the call, and then all you need to do is impress them on the phone. You got it. Tip number 4 is go to networking events. These are the most important things. Like nowadays, like it's about who you know and not what you know. It's about both pretty much, but it's mostly about who you know. If you know somebody who works at a company and they give you a referral to the hiring manager, then it really raises your chances of getting the job, because that hiring manager already knows that that employee is already doing a good job. Probably his friend is gonna do a good job as well. And yeah, that's how you know what you know works. And then when you go to these networking events, most of these people are looking for people like you who are looking for jobs. It's like a win-win situation right there. And all you need to do is just go and talk to people. So now most people say, I'm afraid to talk to people, or I'm afraid I don't know what to say when I get there, or my job doesn't apply to this. But you don't know who they know. When you go there, just ask them like, hey, what do you do? Like, why are you here? Like, what is it that you need? Usually they love talking about themselves, and then once they keep talking, then just think in your head, like, just keep going through what they're saying, and then find that one topic that relates to you. If it relates to you, then chime in and say like, hey, I like to do that. I can show you some stuff that I did, and then you can show them on your phone. Definitely have your resume right there and say like, hey, I've done all this stuff. Would you like to talk more about it later? Can I get a business card? Always get their contact information. Yeah, that's pretty much what you need to do for that. People do business with the people who they trust and who they know. So if you can be trustworthy and you are confident about your skills, you got it right there. Tip number 5, last one, go to the company. Like, I mean, not just go there and just be like, hey, like, what's this, but go to the company and try and get inside. Most companies will let you go inside, but most of them like have like locks on their doors, or they have key card scanners or something. But some companies you can get inside and say, I'm meeting with this person. Yeah, look up the company beforehand. Make sure you know who you're talking to. Send an email saying like, hey, I would like to meet with you sometime. So if you can do an informational interview, you already have a foot in the door, and say, I would like to know what the company is about and what you guys do and how you guys do stuff. Take your resume and just have your skills in your head. Make sure you know what you're talking about, and make sure you can provide value to them so that they're not just wasting their time and your time. Yeah, try and find a hiring manager or the manager of the team that you want to work on, and then try and talk to them. That really helps. Like, I mean, I didn't do that, but I talked to my boss, and he said that he just came inside the office and he was like, I want to work here. Yep, this is the place I want to work. And then he went inside and he talked with the VP at that time, and he was like, I wanna be in this position. And then he talked to him, and he had a good conversation with them, and they were like pretty impressed with him. He's outgoing, he can provide lots of value, and he seems trustworthy. And then yeah, sooner or later, like, he got a call and he got the job. Like, it was like, just hearing that story was just really interesting to me. Yeah, a bonus tip I'm gonna give you is always follow up. Following up is the most important thing. Like, that is, I think, the highest amount. Even if you don't hear back, just follow up and ask like, hey, I was just following up about my job application. I was wondering if you guys were still looking for the position, or what the decision was on my application. And yeah, that's it. Just follow up. Why you need to follow up is, so let's say you went to a networking event, you talked to the recruiter person and you got their business card, you sent them your resume and your application for the job, you didn't hear back anything. You send a follow-up, you ask them, hey, I was just following up on my application, I was wondering what the status was on that, forward to hearing from you, thank you. Then they say like, hey, you didn't get the job, or I'm sorry about that, and then, or you got the job and that's great, like, you know, that would be amazing. But if you follow up, then they will remember you, and then you can ask for feedback on your application or your resume, and just keep improving that as you go along. So if you keep improving, there's no harm in just following up, because it doesn't take a lot of time. It takes like less than 5 minutes to write an email. Just type it up, send it out, and see what happens. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you find some value in this video. Subscribe if you would like, and like the video if this helps you, and I can answer any questions in the comments if you have any. Talk to you soon. Peace out.